Hi, how are you? Welcome. Thanks for joining me. Sorry I've been MIA. I have a cute Snoopy project to show you though. And I hope you're having a great Saturday. Dozer and I are here. Well, now he's not here anymore. He just got bored with me talking and left because he realized probably that I wasn't going to get up and do anything with him. But I'm still here. So that's good, right? All right. I think we're all set to go. Almost. I nearly forgot. Oops. Goodness gracious. All right. We're going to get there one of these days. Okay? All right. So if you love Snoopy, come and join me. This one is the comic. Okay, I know it's backwards. I apologize for that. Facebook does not like me or any of us anymore. It doesn't let us flip the camera, so that's aggravating. Keyword is the word comic. Okay. I already did one coat of paint on my Snoopy. I just used bright white chalk paste, and I have the mainstay frame, y'all. This frame is super lightweight. It's very thin. It's 9x9. And I have some black velvet paste here. I'm going to just paint it black, and I'm going to paint all of it, including the frame. Okay. So I want a good coat. Now, this was not exactly how I had envisioned this project whenever I first thought about it. And then I was sitting here tonight and my little pea brain started going, and I realized that it would be kind of cool, I think, I hope, if I do this like black background with white words and then white background with black for Snoopy. So I'm hoping that it's going to turn out really neat looking. So come hang out with me. Comment the keyword, which is comic, C-O-M-I-C. Oh my gosh, y'all. It has been a long week. Okay. I have been in New Orleans all week. I just got back late Thursday, and then I had a busy day on Friday with work. I had errands, and then Chris and I have started doing a weekly date night where we go bowling. Hi, Lori. How are you? We go out with our neighbors who are really good friends of ours. They're actually the ones that told us that this house was for sale whenever we first bought it. And so they enjoy bowling. They're really good at bowling. Chris and I are not nearly as good at bowling as they are, but last night, well, the last like 4 weeks, we've gone out every single Friday night with them, and it's so much fun, y'all. I've been having the best time ever doing that. And we get out of the house, go have a couple of drinks, go have dinner, and then go bowling. And we do like the cosmic bowling, the nighttime bowling. It's so much fun. And we stay out late, and it's a lot of fun. Last night, Ivy, my daughter, and her boyfriend came with us, which was also cool. We've been asking them if they wanted to go for a while now, so it was nice that they came with us finally. Yeah, I'm doing good. I've just been crazy. I apologize for not being on here and going live like I should be going live, but you know how life happens to you. I can't seem to get away from having to do adult things every day of my life, and it is hard, you guys. And then, of course, the whole airport stuff. Oh my gosh, the airport stuff is gonna make me crazy. Okay. I had a whole debacle that happened to me this week. Okay, because you know the TSA people are not getting paid, which I think is criminal, personally. I don't know how we're getting away with doing that to these poor people, but we depend on them, and I think they should be paid. I think that's nonsense. Chris is trying to talk me into joining one. I don't think I'm not good enough for all that, so I don't want to embarrass myself. But maybe someday, whenever I'm better, I might do that. Anyway, I'm gonna attempt to paint this edge up here. Anyway, so, yeah, let me tell you about Tuesday. So Tuesdays, I usually go to New Orleans Tuesday to Thursday, okay, every other week, until probably like the end of July, maybe August, maybe the end of August, I'll be doing this. So I have a long road left to go, okay, for my travel schedule. But anyways, so everything is as normal on Tuesday morning. You know, I get to the airport. My flight is like usually at 9:30-ish in the morning. And so I try to get to the airport about 7:30. I park my car at a parking lot out there. Hi, Rainy, how are you? And then I get on the little bus and I go to the airport, right? Normal. And then that way I earn free parking, which is cool. So that whenever I travel like on my own dime, I don't have to pay for parking most of the time at the airport, which is awesome. Anyway, we're going to do a second coat on this. And I'm going to just go ahead. I already dried this, so it's good and dry. I did mix a little bit of water with my paste, but it is nice and creamy. Both of these are new jars, but I did just mix just a tiny bit of water. Anywho, so I get there on Tuesday morning, normal, okay? And then as I'm getting in the bus to go over to the airport, I get a text from United saying, hey, your flight's delayed because your plane is delayed, like the one that's coming from another city or whatever. Probably because they had TSA delays in the previous city, I assume. Anywho, so I'm like, okay, well, that's wonderful. Perfect. It was only like an hour delayed, so it wasn't that big of a deal. And I do have a United Club membership, so I just go sit in the club anyways, drink a cup of coffee, have breakfast, and just, like, if I need to, I can get on my computer or whatever, or I can just hang out and just listen to my audiobook and just zone out for a little while. Anyway, so that was the plan, right? So everything's all good. I get on my plane, and, well, I take it back. Let me back up. Okay, I go to the United Club, and I was flying out of Terminal E, which I know probably most of you don't know Intercontinental Airport, but the Terminal E United Club is 2 stories, okay? So you come in on the first story, and then you go up an escalator, and the club itself is upstairs, right? Anyway, so coming back down, I have like a roller bag, you know, I carry on a regular one, and I have this giant like tote that I have like my laptop in, and my like charger for my computer, and like every charger known to man, like an extra tiny brush, like little things like that, right? It's all crammed in this giant bag that's like probably 1,000,000 pounds. Anywho, I am going to sand this just a little bit. Let me see if I have a new sander in here. I do. Okay. Anyway, so I'm leaving the club, going to my flight, and I get on that escalator with my bag, as I do every 2 weeks from, like, infinity. Okay, I've been doing this a while now, so it's no big deal. I get on an escalator all the time with my bag. Anyways, I didn't hold on to it, and I just barely... Hi, Steph, how are you? I'm just hitting this with a 220 grit, or no, this is 80 grit, but just very lightly sanding it, okay? I don't want it to be sanded off or anything. I just wanted to smooth it out a little bit. And I'm going to also get a new baby wipe, and I'm going to just lightly wipe it. I don't want to, like, wipe the paste off of it, or the paint or whatever that I just used. But I just want to get the dust off, okay? So just lightly. That's it. Okay, and then I'm going to set that over there. Anyways, get on the escalator. It's all good. And I have this new bag that I just got. My new roller bag. And it's so great, but it's a little bit thicker than my other one was. Hi, Sandra. How are you? So in order to get notifications whenever I go live, if you don't mind, could you comment the keyword? And then at the bottom of that, there is a link to sign up for my broadcast channel. Facebook is not letting us send out the regular notifications anymore. And I don't know that the exclamation point notify thing is working. So just comment the keyword, okay? And I need to change that in my comment. I don't know why I still have that on there. Anyway, I will change that. So I get on the escalator, my bag's a little bit wider than normal, okay? And I put it on there, and the escalator, you know, like as it's going down, it like comes up like this, and my bag's sitting there like this, okay? And it just slightly pushed it. Y'all, it pushed it down the escalator. Thank God there was nobody right there, but I was mortified, okay? Absolutely. totally embarrassed. I've never been embarrassed in my life, because then the ladies at the desk are like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" And I'm just picking up my stuff. My mouse flew out of my bag and the back broke off of it. Y'all, I was mortified. I'm still like, oh my gosh, don't speak to me, please. Just ignore me, okay? Like, if I hurt myself in public or something like that, just pretend like I didn't, okay? I can have a whole broken leg and just carry on with your day. All right, just leave me here. I'll be fine. I don't want you to pay attention to me. I'm so mortified, right? Anyways. So, I carry on with my life. I get over that, sort of. I'm not over it yet, but I'm going to pretend like I am. We're going to wax this too, okay? We're not going to wax Snoopy, though, I don't think. Yeah, maybe we will. We will. We'll do him first, because he's white, and I don't want to have the possibility of transferring any black if I still have any wet paste on there. Anyway, just a little bit of wax goes a long way, okay? Anyways, so, almost fell down the escalator, first thing. Get on my plane. Everything's cool. It is about an hour late, so whatever. It's fine. I don't know why I closed my wax. I still need it for this. Y'all, I'm not. My brain is only half functioning these days. Anywho, so I get to New Orleans. It's all good, right? I go and I get on the little bus to go get my rental car, and everything's fine. It's all good. Well, I guess there was an accident, or no, one of the buses broke down, right? And in New Orleans, if you've ever been there and rented a car, it is a whole cluster, okay? You have to get on a bus and ride it for 20 minutes and go over to the other side. Like, they built a new airport, basically. So you have to go to the old airport, which is where they store all the rental cars now, and get your rental car from there. Anywho, so, I am on the bus. Everything's fine. Well, the lady tells us, hey, we're going to be a little bit delayed because a bus broke down and we can't get out of the parking lot. And I'm going, y'all, I'm going to lose my mind. Okay, I've been in the airport since like 8 o'clock this morning. It's now, by then it's like 11:30, and I'm just over this whole day. Okay. So then she's like, well, so we sit there and we wait for like 20 minutes on this bus. People are getting aggravated because there's like business people that have meetings and things that they flew in for. Like, you take that earlier flight so that you can get there early enough to make a noon meeting. Okay. Yeah, it is exhausting, Lori. I'm so freaking tired. And that's why I haven't gone live. And I feel terrible because I have a plan, y'all. I have a whole list of projects that I intended to do last week. And I just, on Sunday night before I'm traveling, or even Monday night before I'm leaving on Tuesday, I am just not with it, okay? I wait till the last minute to pack my bag. I just throw random stuff in there. I don't hardly pack anything except like a couple of shirts, one pair of jeans, a million sets of underwear. Anybody else pack like they're gonna like mess up their underwear while they're on a trip? Because I bring like 3 times the amount of underwear that I need, and socks. Same thing. I don't know why. Like, what am I thinking that is going to happen to me? It's never happened before, okay? But who knows? Anyways, so we're sitting there for like 20 minutes. I'm getting more and more irritated. People are getting off the bus, okay? And they're walking back to the airport, which is like, I don't know, it's probably a half a mile away from where we are. And they're calling Ubers to come get them and take them over to the rental car place. I'm thinking like, look, I don't even care at this point. Like, just whatever. I don't care if I'm late to because I did have meetings, but it's fine. I don't care. It's fine. I'm so over this day anyways. I just don't even care at all anymore at that point, you know? And so anyway, she's like, oh, well, they're going to open up this lane, right? Y'all, okay, it's a giant bus, okay? It's like a big, you know, a people mover thing that has a million seats on it. All the people in the world can fit on this one bus, right? They open up this tiny little lane that's like it's like almost like a toll booth. You know how narrow they are? Where you're afraid to drive your normal size car through it, okay? This woman inched that bus through that thing successfully. Like, I mean, everyone gave her a round of applause at the end because it was impressive that she was able to get that giant bus through there. I could have not done that. I would have quit my job on the spot and said, you know what, it's over for me. I can't possibly. be trusted with this giant bus. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. So, see all the words and stuff? Can y'all see it? We're not going to do Snoopy. We're going to go all the way around Snoopy and do all of the white words. I mean, all of the words in white, okay? So that's the first plan. Now, I'm going to just do this whole thing, and then I'm going to get a pair of tweezers out and pull it off. And so then I get over to my office, and everything's good. Y'all, I mean, I was like, at that point, I was thinking, okay, the world is against me. They don't want me in New Orleans, okay? I just need to just pack it up, go to my hotel room, and just wrap myself in bubble wrap and not do anything, okay? Because, you know, it's not gonna happen this week. But I went to the office and everything was cool. But y'all, it was a real trip. I could have seriously hurt somebody with that bag incident too, and that would have been horrible and horrific. Okay. And now looking back on it is hilarious, okay? But it was touch and go for a minute, all right? I was really questioning my sanity this week. And I also decided that I'm going to give it some time, obviously, because I don't have to travel for another 2 weeks. I have another trip planned, obviously, in 2 weeks. But I'm going to probably drive. Because all this TSA stuff really just is for the birds, because now people are saying it's like a 3-hour wait at the airport, and I'm going, pass. No thanks. Not interested in standing in any line ever for that long, okay? I mean, I was tempted to quit Disney whenever we went and the lines were 3 hours long. Like, okay, I paid a lot for this ticket, but don't care. Okay, I'm just getting my tweezers and pulling up the corner, okay? So that I can lift this as I go, all right? So that it doesn't dry, because this is a lot and it's going to be intricate, and I don't want my paste to dry in the silk screen. So I'm going to just pull that up, just like, see how that is? And I'm going to set it back down and push it back down where I didn't get any paste, okay? Right, like that, okay? And just let that hang there, okay? You don't want to push it back down or anything, because you'll smudge it. Don't smudge it, all right? So anyway, yeah, it's been kind of stressful, and I apologize for not being live this past week, or just being not consistent. I've been terrible, and I am really sorry for that. I'm trying to be better, okay? But it's very hard. Life is just, it gets in the way, you know? And having a job that I have to pay my bills is not what I signed up for as an adult, okay? I think it's not fair. To be honest, I think, you know, it sucks, but it is what it is, so it's fine. We all gotta do it, you know? Someday I'll be able to retire, hopefully early, like in the next 10 years. I would love that, but probably not gonna happen. But that's my, like, soft goal, you know? Like, my regular target is, like, whatever, 62 or whatever. But I would love to retire at, like, 55 or 50 even. Oh my gosh, how amazing would that be? Probably not going to be able to do it, but a girl can dream, right? Or I can just make my laser business pop off so much that I have to quit my job and just do this full time, which I would love. And then I can be here like twice a day hanging out with you nice people. All right, so I think I got everything. Now, as I pull this up, I'm going to make sure that it looks good. And if it doesn't, then I'm going to set it back down and go over it again. But so far, so good. Okay. Now, you'll see we have our little Snoopy outline, and that will help us in just a minute. Okay. And then, you know, I'm tempted to wash this transfer, but if you know me, you know that I am lazy. All right. And I'm going to do it. Probably it's going to be harder, but I'm probably going to do it this way and not wash my transfer because I'm lazy and I only want to wash it once tonight, so it's fine. Oh, hi Stephanie, I didn't see you. Come on. Welcome to the party in my crazy life. I appreciate you all hanging out with me tonight. All right, now I'm going to just take this and I'm going to set it down, and this cutout should line up just right. Where I have like, I don't know, 1/4 inch, or not a 1/4 inch, my goodness, like a 1/16 of an inch or something like that around the edge, okay? So that you get your nice black line outline, and then make sure that's pushed down really well. We do not want any bubbles or any kind of place where this might not seal perfectly, okay? Push that down really well. And then black paste, all right? This is just black velvet. I wanted to make this super simple, and you know, I struggled because I really wanted to use shimmer shadow, but we're going to go with black velvet so that it matches the background and everything is cohesive, okay? Now, it would make my life 10 million times easier if my transfer were clean, all right? And if I was doing this, like, out there or in my craft room and not on a live, I would probably go out there and wash it before I do this, okay? So I highly recommend that that's what you do too. But I'm not the boss of you, okay? You can do whatever you want in your craft room and just do it like this if you want to, okay? But I'll tell you, it'll make it easier because then you don't have the potential of dragging white paste into your black paste and then having maybe a problem like that. Just wipe it off on whatever surface you have near you. Also, like, this is the lazy girl method, all right? That's how we do things around here. Make it easier on yourself, because I tell you what, life is hard, and if you can't have fun crafting and be lazy, then it's just not worth it. All right, here we go. And again, the keyword is comic, okay? So if you want to get this project, I do have the cutouts listed on my website. They're not on Etsy. I don't sell anything trademarked on Etsy, but I do have a separate website that I use for anything that is trademarked, like Snoopy is. Because I don't want to get in trouble and get my shop shut down. So it's really not smart practice to list stuff that's trademarked on there, because they will fast shut you down. Okay, he's a little cutie patootie, isn't he? We're going to leave him just like that with just the outline. We're not going to fill him in or anything like that. He's very cute as is. And I have my frame over here too, so I'm going to just try not to smudge him. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I'm a nightmare. An absolute living nightmare of a person. Anyways, get this thing dry. I love this dryer. It dries all paint so fast, and it is actually a heat tool. It's like gets super hot. So because I wax this, I don't want to leave it on here too long. Okay, I don't want to be melting my wax, and it would melt my wax. So just lightly do that. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so cute. Now we're going to use Stick Fast. Favorite glue ever. Hi Tracy, how are you, doll? And I'm going to try not to use too much of this stuff, because I do all the time. I go crazy with it, and then I get it on myself, and then I'm like, oh my gosh. Sanding my whole, I mean, I could probably sand my entire hand. I told y'all about spilling it all over myself the other day, right? Yeah, I hurt my foot trying to get it off, peel it off my foot. It was a whole thing. Between my toes, between my fingers. Y'all, do not recommend that, okay? This is super cute. Adorable, actually. And you know what? I have a little polka dotted bow. I mean, a polka dotted ribbon. I don't think I have it here, a black and white one. I think I'm going to add that to this, and then maybe I'll post it on my page. But what do you think? Isn't that so cute? I love it. Hi, Terry. How are you? The keyword is comic, okay? This does come with a little hanger for it, but the screws are so tiny, y'all. I'm going to just glue mine on, okay? They're like minuscule, and I can't even... So I just put them in the little bag and put them in there. I have my other things. I'm just going to glue the little hangers on, okay? Anyways, love you all. I hope you have a wonderful night. If you want to get notifications for whenever I go live, just comment that keyword and sign up at the bottom of the message whenever you get it, okay? There's a little link you can sign up for my broadcast channel, okay? Love you. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.